One of the things I want to talk about is the sort of cycle of desire and frustration of experience in a museum with an object or an artwork, and I seem to be someone who's frequently scolded, including at this museum 5 times in one day. And so I think it's important to see this object in a more with a more direct experience. And so I thought I would bring my own and show you without having gloves what it feels like to actually be able to fondle and hold and lick an object that would typically be behind glass. Whereas my Christopher Dresser soup tureen, which was $24 at the Huntington Collection thrift store in Pasadena about 18 years ago, has a very different relationship to the person than this object, whereas this one might get damaged and dinged and pushed aside. It will also be loved and used, and the aspects of the design, such as how this will turn with a little bit of liquid, will be experienced by the object, and that kind of sort of gift of ownership to the object, I think, is really important for the object and part of the sexiness. But the pleasure of being able to touch an object directly is one that I think is really important. And I think one of the things that was important to me was to understand what was being eaten at the time that this was designed, and what was the content, what was the spices, what was the viscosity. And so I sourced out this book, Mrs. Beeton's Household Management Compendium, which was first published in 1861, and as you can see, it's not just the recipes, but it's the appliances, it's the how food is prepared, everything. It's really quite comprehensive. So the soup that I chose to make was a clear soup. It is a brunoise soup with tapioca. So I'm going to take my soup tureen, designed by Christopher Dresser, and pour some soup that I made into it. And I think it's important to note that this soup was a recipe from the period that this was designed. One of the reasons I chose this recipe also is because it's got a translucency that would be more luminescent inside of the silver lined